this is a terrible waste of talent. Talking him into going into the infantry, which he did. He went in the infantry, and then he went to Ranger School, and he came back to Fort Stewart and went to the 2nd or the 34th Infantry Battalion. And I liked him so much that I thought, well, hell, I might as well just follow him right down there, so I went to the 2nd.
I didn't know I was going to do this today, so Daddy, I have no notes. But I have been listening carefully. First of all, we have the height, but can you believe that we are brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
He said he was only a child. Can you believe I'm his sister? Why is that? Most of you know. Hopefully all of you know. Because each of us has a relationship with Jesus Christ. We want to spend eternity together. Keith, I have heard you say the word past a couple of times. Now note that when he said his mother passed, he didn't say we lost our mother. There's some know what I'm talking about. Because if you know where they are now because of their relationship with Jesus, they're not lost. You are temporarily separated from them. So they have passed from this life on earth to heaven. I've heard a lot of adjectives about you, and I would simply say, amen. When I met, that's all of it. When I first met Keith and Gabby, this rascal to my left said, "This is my girlfriend." And I said, "Your girlfriend? She really is nice. She really is nice." And so later somebody said, "That's his wife."
You know, Keith is actually becoming part of his inner circle and his family. So, on behalf of us, I mean, we would just like to say we love you, we thank you. We wish you at least 70 more years to hang around. And may God bless you. We love you. Thank you.
We got a half a dozen people in our family over 100. So my mama was 17 years old when she got pregnant down in Florida. And back then in 1951, they would send your my dad ended up being in my life. My mom was 17 years old, unmarried, and pregnant with me. So she got sent off to New York City to stay with her great aunt and great uncle, who, by the way, are both 104 years old and married 80 years. My first baby bed was a dresser drawer in their bedroom. My great uncle was in the 92nd Negro Infantry Division in World War II. He's a family historian. He's in the Basketball Hall of Fame at Clark Atlanta University. My great aunt is a PhD professor, university professor, and did a sabbatical in Africa. They would be talking to you just like me now. They're Atlanta. She was doing Zumba at 100. This Tommy Haynes here. How many of y'all personally know an Olympian? This is Tommy Haynes, 5th place triple jumper, Montreal Olympics. City Councilman, Frankfort, Kentucky, the capital city of Kentucky. Tommy Haynes, under 100 votes, miss being the mayor of Frankfort. We were roommates at Middle Tennessee State University in Clement Hall, which was the dorm where all the track guys lived, and Coach Hayes, who, by the way, bless him, passed yesterday. Our track coach passed yesterday, 56 years as a track coach at MTSU. And Tommy and I were roommates there. I had a 48 Volkswagen with no bumpers on it. He started dating a girl out in Murfreesboro, Maryland, and he used to sneak over her house on my Volkswagen. She'll say, if it wasn't for your Volkswagen, me and Tommy would be married. So I'm responsible for his marriage to his wife. She passed, unfortunately, but they got wonderful kids. We were stationed a couple of times together. He's a retired officer too from the Army, former track coach at the United States Military Academy at West Point.
Tell you, my brother Crow just stole most of the stuff I was going to tell you about because, some people you have friends for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And fortunately, Crow has captured all of those. Right now, I want to thank Gabby for giving me the opportunity to speak at his 70th birthday because, first of all, anybody that have a connection with MTSU, please raise your hand.
All right.
Thank you all for coming down because that was when I met Keith. We were 18 years old. Now, since I'm following the church group, I want to tell you what we did when we was 18. Let's think back when you were 18. He's always been there, and like he said, we were roommates in high school, and we were only first African-American fraternity Kappa Alpha Psi Incorporated on the first line there. And that was a big thing at a major university. And still today, it exists and it's thriving well. Now he's also, he's one of those that you can't get rid of because he's told my kids, if it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't have been born. So that's why they call him Uncle Crow. And they all know where they very much, respect Keith. And Keith's like a bad coat sometimes, you can't get rid of it. We leave Middle Tennessee, and when we go with the military, second lieutenants to the Action General Corps before he went infantry. And we had all the other young officers, they had these nice apartments with, hotel and stuff. Me and his cheap butt went out and got a trailer court. Right by the trains track. You can use the bathroom to cook eggs at the same time. So him and our officers, we never let anybody come up with our place, but we let everybody else's place. But he also has followed, we followed each other around in the military. And it's one of those that our goings and comings. It was one of those when my wife passed, who showed up? Keith Cromartie. When my mother passed, not too long, who shows up? Keith Cromartie. So he's been there through my ups and my downs. And it's one of those, and that's what friends are all about. Because you understand when mountain tops so long. The same God that blesses you here, blesses you here. So He brought us all through a multitude of things. And I had quite a few things I would have roasted him on, but He has so many beautiful people here. Glad to see his family and his friends. And Gabby, I'm glad that somebody finally tamed him. When he was with the General Corps, I told him, I said, this is not for you, Crow. You are not a paper pusher. But somebody finally got to him. I'm glad to be the person that did. And he went and did well. And I'm so blessed to count Keith as a friend of mine for a lifetime. God bless you. Thank you.
question is, how does it feel to have made it to 70 laps around the sun?
It's a very momentous occasion because everybody don't get to this age. I got relatives who've been married 80 years, and getting to 70 is a very unique point. Particularly in my case, in 2018, I had an accident, trip hit my head, and had a traumatic brain injury.
Yes, sir.
So I've been recovering from that. So it's a blessing. It's a God's blessing that I'm at this point.
Yeah. If you could sum up the past decade of your life, from 60 to 70, with a sentence or two, what would you say?
I would say diversity,
Okay.
world travel, repurposing myself. World travel, diversity, repurposing myself. Because if you were the same person you were 10 years ago, today,
Yes, sir.
something different.
Yes, sir. And my last question, do you have a message for your children and your future children after them?
For my children, my future children, is that know beyond a shadow of a doubt, I tried to be the best dad I could. If I made any mistakes, it was honest mistakes.
Yes, sir.
There is no doubt whatsoever that I love you, and that all of my actions have been in the interest of making you a better person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. That'll conclude the interview.